All right, this year one of the beta testing things I put in was a different version of a rose diagram. Let's take a peek at it. So this rose diagram is basically it's a pie chart, but I tweaked it a little bit to make it a little more interesting. And how you update this is within this table here. This table has each of the four elevations, low, mid, high, and alpine, and a series of drop downs that you can put in to make them work. So let's say I start at the mid elevation and I choose west, and then you notice everything updates to west, and then I start at the east elevation and I choose, I'm just going to put east. And then if I push the update rows button, what happens is the rows updates on all elevations. If I want, I can, instead of using the actual number west, I can see how that's available in the drop down. I can make it say 270 return, and now everything updates to 270. And maybe I want east instead of east. Maybe I want it right at 45, so I'll put in 45. And then when I have it update, it flashes to those angles. If I don't want to say that I'm forecasting for the alpine, let's say in this case, I can say no forecast. And when I hit update, the alpine goes away. Likewise, I could do the same for the low elevations. I could say, okay, I don't want to have a forecast here, no forecast, update, and then that elevation goes away. And maybe I want to spin these around and say from the top to the bottom. So what I can do now is I could put in the numbers, let's just say 0 to 180. And what happens when I update is all the purples go over here. It may be a little confusing. It's just a beta tester for anybody who wants to try it out. It's available. And the next page down is the old school way, which is the same thing we got used to looking at last year. There's more edits that can be done on this. If people like it and it gains traction, we can use it. If it goes the way of the dodo bird, that's fine as well. One thing, after I've done all these edits, if I hit reset, what happens when I then hit update is it goes back to having all these, you'll notice there's equations in here. So you'll see that the mid is light. So when you're playing around with this, just enter your values in here, and when you hit update, everybody else will become that, and then you can tweak them back down from there. But anyhow, just another thing to have a look at and see if you like, and then if we decide to go that way, we can make it a little bit more sophisticated or change the graphics on it if need be. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was informative.